is our time.
Hey guys, so if you remember rightly, last autumn Alex did me a massive favour and helped me sort all of my stuff out ready for the winter. So today I am returning the favour and we're doing a spring clean for her. So we have got a lot of things on the list and we thought we'd bring you along with us.
So our first job that we're going to do is sort out our winter rugs. So we're just going to choose the ones that need cleaning and they can go off to be cleaned, and the other ones we're just going to fold, put away for storage, and then we're going to get our summer rugs out.
Last rug, we've made a really good start and we folded all of these winter rugs in here, and Alex is doing the final one now. Also, I love how she folds up her rugs. So neat and tidy. Look at that. Clipped away. There it is. That's the last one.
So our rugs are all organised. So in this box, we have the ones on top that need to be cleaned. So we'll send them off. The ones on the bottom are fine and don't need to be cleaned. Then we've got our fly rugs ready for the summer, our waterproof fly rug, our fly masks are hung up here. And then here we've just got like lightweight turnout rugs in case it's a cold night or it's pouring with rain.
Yes! Kick out! Yeah!
Next job is to figure out the best way to clean these mirrors in the school without getting absolutely drenched. Smeary and they still need to dry, but they're definitely better. I will actually be able to see myself now. So the next job is going to be cleaning out Sonic's shelter. So he uses this in the winter and we can't really get a wheelbarrow to it, so it does get a bit mucky. So in the spring we like to give it a big clear out so that he can go in there to get away from the flies if he wants to. So Sonic has his hay in a hay net in here in the winter, but obviously he does still spill quite a lot. So we're just going to give this a really good clean now.
Is she going to make it to the muck heap?
I actually don't think so. So that was absolutely exhausting, but we are done, thank goodness. So now I'm going to try and empty this wheelbarrow without spilling anything.
And then have a cup of tea.
And then have a cup of tea, exactly. So our next job is to put some of the dirty saddle pads into the wash. First wash is done, and then I'm going to put the rest of my stuff on now. Don't put your white saddle pads in with your blue ones. I learnt that the hard way.
You'll have a baby blue saddle pad. Hang them out to dry. Sonic is just making sure that we're poo picking his field up to his standards. Has it been okay for you?
So obviously poo picking is really important in the spring, and I did actually do most of Sonic's field this morning, before we start filming, but I just need to finish it off, and then we're just going to have a look around and check that everything's all right with the fencing, check there's no poisonous plants or anything like that. And the horses are obviously really wanting to go up into their spring grass at the moment, but we're being quite careful with not letting them up for long periods of time because it can upset their tummies.
I think he knew you were coming because he's just given you a nice fresh poo. Thanks, Sonic.
So while you're poo picking, it's really important that you just check there's no poisonous plants in your field. There are quite a few plants that are unfortunately toxic to horses and ponies. We'll put a link in the description box with all the poisonous plants that you need to worry about and how you can manage them if you spot any. So I like to check my fencing morning and night because my horses do have a habit of breaking through, unfortunately. But everything looks fine, and I've checked the battery and it's all working fine. So hopefully we won't have any runaway horses today.
So although you haven't actually seen me do any poo picking, I promise you, I have helped Alex, but I need to be behind the camera. So. Right, you are actually going to see me helping Alex now.
So Paddy's going show jumping at the weekend, so we're just going to get all his tack nice and clean, and Kirsty's going to help me.
So next on our list is taking all the shavings out of Alex's stables because her horses live out, so it can get a little bit dusty. So she's made a really, really good start. How are you getting on?
Great. So my horses only come in for about an hour in the morning just to eat their breakfast. So the rest of the time they're out. So their stables, I tend to just leave how they are. But the problem is they do get a bit dusty. So in spring, I basically just try and clear everything out and get it all cleaned and nice, ready for the summer. Paddy's first bath of the year, so we're just going to get his mane and tail looking all neat and tidy, and then we're going to give him a hand graze so he can dry off. I'm just going to cut Paddy's bridle path so that his bridle sits nicely. I would recommend getting a grown-up to help you do this. So Paddy is all bathed, ready to go show jumping at the weekend, and the yard is looking super tidy now.
Thank you all for watching, and if you haven't already, do not forget to subscribe. Bye!
Bye!